Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we're Backyard Musings broadcasting from Apple Valley, California, the Science and Technology Channel. As you can see, we got an interesting, this is not the space shuttle.
Right. Or a predator drone. It's
right.
It's like a drone that ate another drone.
It is an unmanned aircraft, and it's a spacecraft that has been up in space. I did not know about this.
Neither
I had no idea. And it's been out there for a while.
But it's cool.
Heck of cool.
Yeah.
From time to time, the U.S. military shows glimpses of its X37-B spaceplane, which can travel to space for years at a time. We just got another glimpse. The U.S. Space Force, which took the reins from the Air Force's expansive military operations in space in 2019, has released a view of the robotic craft took from Earth's orbit. You can see the portion of the X37-B in an outstretched panel above a view of a partially shadowed Earth in this photo on the right. Would you like to know more?
Well, and I'm thinking that since these are unmanned, they can send these things up, like you say, for
as long as they have
days,
fuel.
months, years.
Yeah.
And nobody's waiting at home for anybody. And if something happens to it, you've lost equipment, you haven't lost life. So I think that's pretty cool. And could even be, maybe evolved into something that they could launch off of and land on the moon, maybe.
I don't see why not.
And land anywhere.
As long as they got comms with it.
Yeah. So the X37-B is one of the world's newest and most advanced re-entry spacecraft, designed to operate in low Earth orbit, 150 to 500 miles above the Earth. The vehicle is the first since the space shuttle with the ability to return experiments to Earth for further inspection and analysis. This United States Air Force unmanned space vehicle explores reusable vehicle technologies that support long-term space objectives. So, cool.
Quote, an X37-B onboard camera used to ensure the health and safety of the vehicle captures an image of Earth while conducting experiments in highly elliptical orbit in 2024, end quote. The Space Force posted on X. Quote, the X-37B executed a series of first-of-kind maneuvers called aerobraking to safely change its orbit using minimal fuel, end quote. This is the 7th mission of the X-37B. The plane was originally built by Boeing for NASA, but the project transferred to the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA, in 2004. So the plane transferred in 2004.
It's been around a while.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And nearly 30 feet long, it's 1/4 the size of NASA's retired space shuttle.
Yeah. And that was, I think we already said this, but that was the first re-entry vehicle, right? That was a reusable vehicle that we...
The space shuttle, yeah.
Yeah, we reused, that's saves money, right?
Yeah.
The X-35B aerobraking maneuver mentioned above involves using close passes by Earth's atmosphere to produce drag, ultimately allowing it to switch orbits without burning too much of its finite fuel. Quote, this novel and efficient series of maneuvers demonstrates the Space Force's commitment to achieving groundbreaking innovation as it conducts national security missions in space. That's from former Secretary of the Air Force, Frank Kendall, and it's explained in 2024. So that's been going on. But the space plane, which most recently launched in December 2023, isn't coming back home just yet. The mission is now continuing its test and experimentation objectives, according to the Space Force.
That's what 12 December, so 12, 14, 15 months, 16 months in space.
Yeah.
Wow.
After that, the craft will plummet through our planet's atmosphere and land on a runway similar to the shuttle. And the U.S. military has released images of it in the past. The military clearly wants to promote the X-35B successes without revealing too much about its outer space exploit. So
it'd need a runway. If we took it to the moon, we need to build a runway on the moon so it could land.
Yeah.
The X-37B has a lifting body style and landing profile that is similar to the space shuttle, but the vehicle is 1/4 the size. The X-37B design combines the best of aircraft and spacecraft into an affordable system that is easy to operate and maintain. Can you imagine being like a mechanic working on that? That would be so cool, maintaining it.
Yeah.
The on-orbit duration of the X37-B will vary based on flight requirements, but has the ability to perform flights lasting up to 270 days.
The vehicle features many elements that mark a first use in space, including avionics designed to automate all deorbit and landing functions, flight controls and brakes using all electromechanical actuation, no hydraulics on board.
Well, that's cool. The hydraulics could freeze.
Could freeze or fail. Built using a lighter composite structure rather than a traditional aluminum. New generation of high temperature wing leading edge tiles and toughened unipiece fibrous refractory oxidation resistant ceramic.
Tough
rock files. Yeah, remember we had their tiles. They had an issue with one of the reentries, if you remember about that, where some of the tiles flew off of one of the space shuttles and it ended in a catastrophe. So
that was the Columbia. As it was taking off, some of the tiles popped off, and then when they re-entered,
they didn't know. Yeah, sad deal. Advanced conformal reusable insulation, which CRI blankets, toughened unipiece fibrous insulation, impregnated silica tiles.
Yeah, this is the spacecraft is fascinating. Yeah, I would love to get it to the moon, but we got to put a landing strip on the moon,
right? Or like I was saying, create one of these that's maybe a little bit bigger, and they could launch out of it, and then and then connect back up to come back home. Just think you could just orbit the moon.
You mean go to the? Well, what about going to the space station and
do that too?
People and bringing them.
Yeah, do that too. Dock to the space station. So, I mean, I'm thinking lots of possibilities. Could you see that? That would be like it would just be like a launching pad to go down to the moon surface or any planet for that matter, and then come back and then get in this thing and blow out. Somebody stays up there just like they did with the lunar, the Apollos. They had a guy that stayed behind, and the two that went down.
He was in the module.
Yep.
Monitoring things.
Yep. Yeah, and then the other guys went down to the surface, and then they jettisoned back up, and then they all came back in the capsule. So, yeah, this is cool.
This is really cool.
All right, we'll be going to the moon here shortly with men again. I'm telling you, or men and women.
Yeah, we're in the morning. We're gonna talk about NASA's launching coming up.
Yeah,
cool. All right, thanks for joining us, folks.
Take care, everyone.